Neutral game is an abstract idea that many newer players tend to not understand right away. This is completely fine. To understand neutral, you must not only have a level of understanding of the game that you are playing, but also an understanding of yourself as a player and an understanding of the opponent you're about to face. There are many questions you must consider in order to think critically on any matchup. It is extremely important to be not only mindful of your options, but your opponent's options as well. So let's break down what do you need to be mindful of and why. So the first thing we're going to discuss is spacing. In Melee, you can be surgically precise with where you place your character. Place yourself in more favorable situations. Constantly giving your opponent space gives them a favorable situation. You can avoid this in some matchups by dashing up or wave dashing in. Depending on the opponent, you may bait out a shield, or if they are a Falcon main, they will overshoot an aerial and miss you. Some ways to practice your spacing is by shadowboxing. Shadowboxing is one way to learn how to space. Sometimes it's good to have a CPU and Uncle Punch and wave dash or dash dance inside and outside of the ranges. Samus has an unreactable wave dash and good burst movement. She can get out of some sticky situations with just a wave dash. Canceling your run into a shield is also a great option. Many players expect you to run in and attack. Running in and shielding can sometimes safely allow you to bait out an attack. Make sure to familiarize yourself with various ways of canceling your run animation into many moves. This allows you to have more precision. Next up, you want to think about your attacks. Think about what you threaten. Will this move hit? Are you baiting something? Is this move safe? Mindlessly throwing out hitboxes is what gets you to lose stocks. Make sure you have some context or mindfulness when you throw out an attack. Will your opponent sit in shield? Can you pressure the shield? Can you cover these defensive options? Speaking of defensive options, there are many things you must be mindful of. Think of your opponent's options. If they are in shield, what can you do to their shield? How can you bait them out of shield? Maybe some drag pressure? Maybe you can call out a jump or a spot dodge. Think of your defensive options and what you can get from them. Crouch cancel is extremely powerful. You can also get a knockdown on spacies with up B so they can get punished harder for attempting to approach you. Dashing back and placing a tilt where you were is important. Make sure to sniff out your opponent's double jumps. Think about it. If they use their double jump, they will not get another until they land. In most cases, a double jump is a get out of jail free card while on stage, and while off stage, it is a recovery option. Next up, you want to think of your own tech skill and your opponent's tech skill. Can you get your AI Galint and AI F-tilt safely? Should you respect your opponent's ledge dash? If you can AI, this makes stage selection for you even better, as Battlefield becomes a good stage for you. Also, Samus goes from being a bad character at the ledge to a decent one. We also have knowledge checks. Can your opponent figure out situation A, and can you figure out situation B? Some opponents will succumb to mindless missile spam, while others can blow you up for spamming missiles. Read the room. Always respect until proven otherwise. How confident are you in your tech skill? Can you wave dash out of shield to punish? If you can't, you let so many opponents get away with so much. If you can wave dash out of shield and punish Marth's F smash or Fox's up smash, you force them to respect you. This will make them use these moves more carefully, allowing you to read your opponent better. And next up, we have matchups. How is my opponent playing their character? Are they playing aggressive or are they playing defensive? Is my opponent confident in the matchup? Is my opponent abusing exploits in the matchup? And finally, we have engagements and interactions. How can we apply spacing, attacks, defensive options, tech skill, and matchup knowledge to our engagements and interactions? Well, that's going to be answered in the next video to our series. The main focus of this video is to get you to critically think of your neutral game. In the next video of this series, we're going to show you how to engage and interact in different matchups.